to get a state truck to sand the road, Route 3 all the way up into Plymouth. So they followed the state truck, the sander, all the way up the road. And so they did all that within a couple of minutes. So I've got to thank the Bristol ambulance crew for that. And when I did get out of the hospital, I did stop by the fire station. I did thank them personally. So that's, but that is an issue that we're going to have to address because the cost is just getting so high. But as Frank said, I want to thank everybody for coming. I have no agenda other than serving the taxpayers of Hill, providing the best service possible as a selectman, and providing the best budgets, the most affordable budgets, and yet getting all the services complete and fully funded that need to be done. Another issue that hasn't been discussed is some of the roads in town. And I drive over Murray Hill Road every day, and every couple of years I've got to replace all the suspension parts on my vehicles. So that was a question that was asked me a couple of times over the last few weeks. And at one time we did have a road committee that would recommend what sections of road had to be repaired. So there was a priority list, if I recall. This was probably 10 or 15 years ago. There was a priority list. And the plan at that time, I think, was to pave a certain amount, so many feet of Murray Hill Road every year. I think Bunker Hill Road was on that list at one point. Apparently that road committee no longer exists, and that plan has fallen apart. And that's one thing I'd like to reinstate. Even if we don't have the road committee, have a plan to address the road conditions in town. That certainly saved me money, I know that. But I won't have to do suspension parts every couple of years. So, but as I said, I don't have any agenda other than to continue on with what we're doing. Me as an interim selectman, working with the other two selectmen, and provide the best services and open and transparent practices for the taxpayers. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming. Hopefully at some point, maybe I'll get to know some more of you. I just want to say that so far, like, I'm really happy because I feel like this has been like a positive campaign, and I don't think that Hill would do badly with anyone that's sitting at this table being a selectman, and I feel like we can do this right to the end. And I feel good about that. I don't feel like I'm running against these folks. When I decided to do this, I was running for the village of Hill because I want to contribute as someone that lives here. And I've done this for years. I was Little League coach for 7 years. I was a middle school golf coach for 4 years. I've been on nonprofit boards. Anywhere I've been, I've wanted to participate and give back to the town. So thank you all, and if you want to take a shot at something different, that would be me. You can vote for the Flatlander. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you guys for coming. It was nice to see a really good turnout. I think there's more people here than at a town meeting. But no, one of my goals are to basically put my roots into the town at this part in my life. Saying that, none of us has really spoken to what's really going to happen this next year. Yes, we have a problem with our fire department. We have a problem with our police department. We have a problem with our school, and we have a problem with our administrative that is going to be leaving. She's going to be retiring, I guess, in August. So that person's position is a desperate importance to this town. It needs to be filled, and she's got a lot of duties that are on her plate, I'm assuming, and that she needs to facilitate that before she retires. Whether you choose to, vote for me or vote for any one of these other candidates, it's important that we are transparent to the town, that when you come to the town on normal business hours, that the employees at the town are going to be transparent. They're going to be able to answer your questions, and if they can't answer your questions, they're going to bring those questions forward to the board. It's a small town. We all have to come together, and we're all going to have bumps in the road along the way, whether it be, leaks in the roofs, or the fire trucks are going to break down, the ambulance needs assistance, it needs maintenance. Those things are going to happen. We don't have brand new equipment. The police cruiser has mice, turds in it, let's call it. So, I mean, the police cruiser needs to be even updated. So whether we talk about these things over the course of the year and you don't want to spend the money, but yet we will have to spend the money because these things don't last forever. We live in New England, they rust, they break down, they wear out, and we have to come together and decide of how we want to make things better for everybody, make it more affordable, and not only that, but to follow the rule of law. We're a small government, and the state of New Hampshire is a beautiful place to live, and we should really come together as a community, brainstorm some things. There's a lot of resources out there. Social media offers a lot of unique things that are helpful to you. We can't be old school anymore, even though you might want to, but we really shouldn't think that way anymore. And I hope that you go home tonight and really think about what you see in the future of Hill. I don't plan on leaving this little town of Hill. I don't think that when you live here once, you don't want to move away. And I thank you all for coming tonight.
I agree with what Tom said about this being a really positive experience. I wasn't sure what to expect tonight or how many people would be out here. I have a lot to learn, but I look forward to the challenge and being a fresh set of ears for this community to troubleshoot and work with. So thank you everyone for coming out tonight. And I really enjoyed also being here and meeting all of you. You seem like fantastic people, and any one of you would be a fantastic person to be working for us.
Okay, well, I too would like to thank the group at the head table here for coming up. They did a good job and represented themselves well. They were well spoken and addressed a lot of the concerns. And I also want to take time to thank each and every one of you. I'll be honest, I'm kind of blown away with the turnout. I did not expect nearly as many people here tonight as did come, and I thank everyone for that. We'll be better prepared for this next year. So again, thank you very much.